Okay, so this is, I guess, the beginning of the video. I had an original beginning of the video. I have like an intro. I have everything for the video. So basically what happened, like, from where I am right now to the beginning of the video, whatever. What happened? What was it? Okay, so basically in the beginning of the video, I was like, I'm going to, why am I making this like sound like it was a crazy thing? Okay, so basically what happened, or like, actually this sounds like it was an event, but this is just like a regular, I don't know, whatever. Okay, so basically I was like, okay, I'm going to reread my novel, and then I'm going to re-outline it, and then I'm going to figure out like what it's about, and then I'm going to write draft 2, like just prepping for draft, or yeah, prepping for draft 2. So where are we right now, and like why am I updating you guys here, even though that was the video? I'm probably shelving the novel, and I'm not gonna like delete those clips that I have, so like you guys are gonna like watch that. Like I'm gonna, I guess, cut it off somewhere, and then you guys are gonna watch that, and then I'll talk about like why I decided to shelve my novel. But like I just wanted to just like say that I am shelving the novel that I'm talking about. That I keep saying that I'm working on in the video, but I just didn't want to scrap the video because I was like, I don't know. I don't scrap things. I rarely scrap things on here. Okay, my ice cream's gonna melt. But anyways, I rarely scrap things, so like I just wanted to put that in. But like the novel is gonna be shelved, so don't think too deeply about what I'm saying. Just like either skip that part of the video if you don't want to watch it, but like I'll eventually have like a why I'm shelving my novel type of thing. So yeah. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Faith. I'm writing an adult literary fiction novel about a girl named Princess who goes to therapy, and then I guess things happen, whatever. I'm gonna have to do this angle because I'm in college. My books are like down underneath my bed, but like my bed, it's just, I tried to do that angle, it wasn't working. So I feel like awkward without my books just like right next to me, but whatever. In today's video, we are going to be reading Therapy Confessions, which this is going to take way longer than it has with my other just like rereads and whatever, because like, what is it? What am I thinking? Because I'm in college and I've just like been doing everything slower. Like I haven't been reading much, I haven't been doing anything much. So yeah, we're just like whatever. And plus I was whispering the last time I was talking. I'm probably still whispering right now. I don't know. It's just awkward filming in college. So there's that. And yeah, I didn't want to post the other clip of this because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm whispering. But if I'm still whispering now, I've just accepted it because like, I don't know. What else? Get my water. Yeah, about this book. Okay, so I have some edit notes that I remember from like last time I talked about it. I haven't read this book in like a week or two. How long has it been? It's been like 2 weeks. So I was talking about how I wanted the therapy to be just like more game-esque. Like it's like they have this card game, and then they just like, which gives her the therapist asks questions through this card game type of thing, and then this helps her open up to her therapist, and I wanted to add that, and so I'm gonna have to come up with some questions as I'm reading the book so that it can work. So I said that. I feel like my roommate's gonna come in, but whatever. So I have to do that. And the bathroom door is open, but I feel like I don't want to close the door because like I have roommates, and it's just like, is that like awkward? I don't know. Whatever. What else? Was there any other notes I had? I said it's going to take them that a long time, probably like a good week, 2 weeks. I don't know. Everything's just been slower, as I said. I haven't started reading it. Is there anything else? I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe. Hopefully. Hopefully not. Oh, you can watch my other video, my first week of college video, if you want just some context for college or whatever. I think that's it. I feel like there's something else I have to say, and I'm gonna remember it as soon as I turn this off. I don't know. We're gonna whatever put that up here. And yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so I've read 2 chapters of my book. I don't even know how to just like put this like book, because like it's just like, you know, obviously single paged things and it's not connected, whatever. So anyways, so I've been reading through that. I read 2 chapters. My opinions on them, okay, I'm talking quietly. My opinions on them are, I don't know, I feel like the writing isn't good. I feel like I'm just like going very fast in the writing, and I don't like that. Like, it's very much like, yeah, this is why it was 15,000 words, which okay, I understood for like later chapters, but for the first chapter I was like, oh no, this chapter is good. It's not. It's very much has like holes in it, and like later chapters I was like, okay, this is definitely an outline, but like even the first chapter feels like an outline. Anyways, so what page am I on? I've been writing some notes in it. Anyways, I think I'm gonna read this book like twice, so I have like this many pages done and this many to go. Yeah, I don't know if that tells you anything. Yeah, I don't think I really have that many top thoughts. I don't know if this video is gonna be that much of me updating, because like I just don't have any thoughts right now, and I feel like okay, I'm confused what I should do. Either first round I'm gonna think of the questions, or I don't know when I should start like asking the questions, because I want to do like a structural change, but I'm also like, I need to read the whole book before I figure out the structure of the book and just like where to change things and whatever, if that makes sense. I don't know, because I've also been writing like little like after chapter 1 I have like on the back of chapter 1 the scenes that happen in chapter 1, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because I'm gonna change things as that once I finish reading the book, so I don't know about that, but I'll figure it out. I think it's all the updating I have. I don't know, maybe I'll update you guys once I'm done with the first read through of it, and then I'll just like share my thoughts, and then just share what I did, and then I'll read it again and to do something else. I just don't know what I'm supposed to be doing this first time I'm reading it. I don't know if I should be just like doing like a full-on just like structural, but I don't know the structure of the novel. Like I don't know like what I want to change about the novel, so I don't know. I'll figure it out. Yeah. Let me look at my hair. And so yeah. But right now it's simple. Oh, also another thing that I wanted to edit was like the daydreams like disappear and then they come back at the end, and I wanted to have like the daydreams be throughout the novel. So I have to do that. I just need to figure out how to add things when I don't know the full structure of the novel right now. Yeah, I think that's all I have. Okay, let me film this as a little bit of an update as to what has happened yet so far. Okay, so basically I read like half the novel. The novel's up there, but like I'm on like chapter 20 or something like that. No, on chapter 30. Yeah, I think. I don't know. But basically what I'm doing right now is I'm just like writing down the questions I want to ask for like the game that the main character plays with her therapist. So I'm like writing those questions down so that I can just like reorder it. And another thing, I think I'm gonna have to just like restart this whole novel. I don't think I'm taking like anything from this draft to the next draft. I'm basically just like rewriting it, which, you know, that sucks. Plus I was just washing my hair, so that's why my shirt's wet and my hair is and that whatever. But anyways, yeah, what else? Yeah, so I'm restarting the novel because like I don't think anything is just like like, I feel like I knew as soon as I said that the main character, instead of just like talking about her past or whatever, she plays this game with her therapist. So I think I know that. Plus, I kind of want this therapist to be her first therapist, because I just feel like it would be better, like just a better story, like the story of the main character with her first therapist. But at the same time, I'm just like, the reason why the other therapist was there was like, it had a plot reason, but at the same time, I just feel like it just, I don't know, makes more sense if this is her first one, or at least her first like long-term one, or like first like, I don't know, maybe she goes to the school counselor or something instead. I don't know. She needs to do something. I don't know. I'm trying to figure that part out. But yeah, I'm gonna have to restart the novel, because like the main, just like how the novel goes, the main plot has completely changed. So it's just like almost nothing from, like, a couple of like scenes are carrying on, but like those are just scenes, and it's like I was gonna have to restart the scene anyways. But like I'm just like basically rereading the novel for just plot reasons, and then I'm probably gonna reread it again to just like look at my plan is to like make an outline after, like, okay, let me think about this. So first I'm gonna read this novel. I'm gonna also, while reading the novel, write questions for the question game that she plays with her therapist. Then once I'm done reading the novel, I'm gonna make an outline, and I'm gonna use the questions, and just like, first of all, as I'm writing the questions, I think I'm gonna eventually answer all the questions that my main character has, her answers to those questions. And then in the, then I'm gonna outline the novel, and when I outline the novel, I'm gonna use the questions that I made, and also remembering just like what I read. And then once I'm done with that thesis, once I'm done with that outline, have I been saying thesis this whole time? Like, I don't know, I'm in college and I've been thinking about theses 24/7, but whatever. I'm going to use that outline, and I'm going to write, wait, no, I'm not. I'm going to use that outline, then I'm going to reread the book, then I'm going to use what I reread throughout the book to add it to the outline, and then I'm going to write the book. Yeah. Okay, that's my plan. I don't know, I feel like I made that overly complicated. But yeah, that's my plan. Again, I'm probably gonna have to restart the novel, and yeah, I'll update you guys when I have finished the novel. Either that, I feel like I'll have the same things when I finish the novel, but yeah, maybe. I just finished reading my novel, Therapy Confessions. All I said about it before in the before clip is, okay, that sounded confusing, but everything I already said before, and let me not hold this up to the light because you can actually see the notes, is correct. I don't like the novel. I think I'm gonna just like restart it because like the novel isn't good. I feel like you guys can still see this reflection. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, everything about the novel, like, it needs to be completely restarted. So obviously, as I said, I restarted it. I put my notes in. I'm gonna write all the questions I had. I said I was gonna write all the questions before, and when I say questions, I'm talking about for the question game thing. So I'm gonna write those questions down. Then after that, what are we doing? Then we are gonna make an outline for the novel, and we're gonna use the questions and then also just like what I read in the novel and just like put that together. Plus, did I say that there's this like scene that's missing? Actually, no, this scene is the question game scene. But anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then once I make that outline, I'm gonna reread the novel, then look at the outline and just like re-implement everything, I guess, and then figure it out from there. Like, this is like a shell of a, like, it feels like an outline, which I'm just like, how did you outline your novel twice? But you know what, whatever. And I'm basically probably gonna outline it a third time, but it's because the novel just keeps changing like what it is. So there's that, and I think that's all. Right, that's all. It is Yeah. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say for that. And then, as I said, we're gonna write it, and then like I guess this video ends once I finish the outline, like the very last outline. And then I guess we're gonna start writing the novel and whatever. The questions, I have come up with a bunch of questions that I think are good, but yeah, I think that's all for this update. Okay, so I just filmed the beginning clip where I talk about I'm shelving my novel. Now, why am I shelving my novel? So basically, what happened? College happened. I feel like that's just like such a weird whatever. I don't know if I'm shelving this novel forever. I feel like I should just like have the little thing as well. Like the novel. I don't know. I feel like I should have something like that, but whatever. So basically, I guess nothing happened. Like I just sat down and every single day I wasn't working on it, and I'm just like, this novel feels like it takes too much effort of just like wanting. I have to want to write this novel in order to write it, and so like, wait, that doesn't make sense. It's fine not to want to write a novel, but like this novel, like I haven't been working on it, and I feel like since college I've been like thinking about, okay, maybe I should stop like doing like holding on to whatever this is, because I don't know how much you're hearing that, but anyways, my ice was melting. I don't know. But anyways, like I just haven't been interested in like the theme of the novel, and I feel like I've been saying that something needs to change in that novel. I've been changing different things. I still just like haven't found what needs to happen, and I feel like I'm also just like not as interested in writing a novel about loneliness right now, because I'm just like, that was a stage in my life, and I'm just like, I feel like eventually I want to come back to it, but I want maybe the main characters to be older. I don't know. My sister sent me something. Whatever. Let me think. Okay, let me stop. Actually, no, who cares? Okay, let me think. Like when I write this novel, what do I want? Like I want not to be excited about it. I feel like one of my roommates is gonna come in and I wouldn't know how to stop this. Okay, and yeah, I just haven't been interested in like the theme of the novel lately, and I just feel like that was the only novel I could write at the time, and so I decided to write it. And I feel like so much of like what that book isn't something I typically like in books. Like I know that I don't like sad girl anymore. Like I figured it out, and I feel like when I was writing that, okay, why am I saying this like it's gonna be forever, and this saying all the things wrong with it makes it sound like it's gonna be forever, but like I don't think it's gonna be forever, because like I shelved the novel I'm gonna work on now, which is If I Had the Money, which again in a week or so I could just randomly come back and be like, oh, I'm unshelving this novel, blah blah blah, don't listen to me, like maybe I'm just like deciding to shelve the novel because like bro, like I don't know, I'm bored and I'm just like I want to work on something new. I don't know, but at least for like right now, or at least for like from probably all of me being, not all of me being in college, but like all of me being like in this dorm right now, I think I'm shelving it, because I'm just like, I'm not excited to work on it. I'm just like, I feel like it's not just the excitement, it's just like when I read books within the genre of the book I'm writing, I've always known that there was something like wrong with it, and the thing that I liked about the novel was the therapy element, and that's why I brought it to the front, because like I wanted to tell a story about someone telling their life story. Like that was just like always a book I wanted to tell, and like with that book I could tell that story. But like, but as time has gone on, I'm just like, it feels, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like the reason why this isn't working is because the therapist, she can't do anything. Like, I'm just all over the place, so like, I don't know, whatever. I feel like she can't do anything. She has no personality, and I feel like what I want to write about is like different connections, and I feel like the therapeutic relationship with what I was going after, but at the same time, like, I'm just like, I don't want to write that right now, if that makes sense. I don't know. I feel like one day I will, and I feel like if I age up the main character, so just like when I get older and I just like want to age her up in general, it could work. But yeah, I don't know. Oops. So I guess I'm shelving the novel. I feel like there's more I want to say. Like, I feel it feels unfixable. That's my problem. Like, I feel like it's unfixable. Like, every time I read the novel, I see everything I hate about the genre that I'm writing in it, and I'm just like, but I don't know if like this is just me because like I'm editing a novel and I just hate editing a novel, and that's why I'm just like, this might not actually be me shelving the novel, and like in a week I could come back and be like, hey guys, actually I don't think it's gonna be a week. I think it's gonna be once I reach a rough patch, and if I have the money, like I'm gonna reach a rough patch there, then I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, editing, like I should actually start editing. So I don't know. Yeah. I feel like this is awkward. I just came back from dinner. So yeah, I'm shelving the novel. I keep saying I'm shelving the novel. Yeah, I've just been thinking about that just like for a long time, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna shove it. But it's just like ever since college has happened, like I just feel like the theme of just like loneliness is just like not something I want to explore anymore. And that's not on like anything like bad. It's just like I want to talk about like things like what my main character in like my next book is dealing with, like things that are more like becoming okay, sorry, I thought that was whatever. Okay, like becoming an adult, and like for example in the novel I'm working on, like if I had the money, the theme is like control, and just like not having control over like what other people do, and just like your life circumstances. And I just feel like I want to deal with topics that have more to do with like just like what I've been dealing with in college in general. Like, I don't know, something like that. I don't know. And I feel like maybe it's also just like because I'm writing a book in the stage of my life where everything's changing, because like obviously I was a teenager and now I'm an adult, and like I'm 18, but like still that's close enough. So like I feel like themes I want to work on is changing. The type of stories I want to work on is changing, and like I don't know, I feel like this might have been a result of that. And I feel like because I always end up coming back to the novels, like Winter I came back to it, with whatever, but like there's always some drastic change that has to happen that is more like on my level, I guess. Whatever. So let's talk about what I'm working on next. I'm working on If I Had the Money. I had a video about me outlining the novel, and I was like, oh my gosh, I kind of want to quit. What's called? Okay, another thing that's making me mad about like quitting this novel is the fact that I love Therapy Confessions. I love like the name of Therapy Confessions. Like I love that name, and I'm just like having to just like restart and work on something different because like I don't know, I just like really like that name. But whatever. Dang, is this? I think my ice cream is. Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk faster. Okay. So, yeah, because I've been talking for like 10 minutes, whatever. I think, yes, about me wanting to explore more adult themes. Well, actually, adult themes sounds like crazy, but like I mean, like as in becoming an adult for the first time type of things. What's it called? Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Okay. If I had the money, that's what we were talking about. So I'm gonna be working on if I had the money. I made a video about that. Yeah. I don't know what we're gonna do next. I don't know if I'm gonna do like an outline. I don't know, because I'm also like questioning like the way I wrote therapy confessions, because I just did like a zero draft, but then I did like another zero draft basically, and I said, oh, it's a first draft, this is zero draft, and I kind of want to just like have a more neat approach to it. So like maybe have an outline and like make an outline, and like first I have to brainstorm a lot of stuff. Like I have to brainstorm like side characters, whatever. But I'm also scared that like I'm gonna write this novel and I'm gonna also hate it. And the problem is the fact that what's it called, I'm not good at writing a novel, or just like I'm just like quitting not writing. I'm just like, I don't know, the fact that I'm just like quit easily. So I don't know if that's the problem. And I'm just like, yeah, whatever. I feel like that's gonna happen, but if that happens, then it happens, and we'll figure it out from there. But like, yeah, I'm shelving therapy confessions, and I guess that's it for the video. Yeah. What else? Yeah, I think that's it. So, anyways, thanks for watching. Bye. Well, okay, that's whatever. Bye.